Alright, what's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Do black women know what black men want? Now, I would say no. And these are my reasons. Either you never ask or you never listen. I'm not going to say never, but either women don't ask or they don't listen. I think this is just a male-female thing, but I'm black, so I'm speaking about my a lot of times I notice that, it's okay for a woman to have standards. It's okay, even if they're unreasonable. But let a man have standards and then his standards alone make him unreasonable. So when we guys say, this is the kind of woman we like, a lot of our women tune us out like, that's not what you want. You really want this. Which creates a whole different kind of energy, because you can't tell somebody what they want or what they need or what they or what their expectations of a partner. And when these expectations are not superficial and they have valid logic, then what's the problem? See, using an example of, women know what men want. Y'all say y'all don't want sluts, but y'all always messing with them sluts. Well, here's the thing. Most females, when you go out nowadays, dress like sluts. So if we're going to get a slut, we know what kind of slut we're going to get. We have if I want a wife, I know what kind of wife I want, so that's what I'm pursuing. That's what my expectations and my standards are going in that direction. If I want to jump off, then I'm looking around, and that's what I'm pursuing. Not a poser, And a lot of times you got women who always riding the fence. I'm dressing like a slut, but I'm really a good woman. Well, it doesn't say that. The way you carry yourself doesn't say that. And I'm not just talking about the clothes. I'm talking about the excessive drinking, the hypersexual approach, and the adult confusion. I'm saying this is what I want, but when I get what I want, I don't want it no more because I'm scared. That shit is whack. But as far as y'all asking us, I think a lot of times when we express our expectations or our standards, it a lot of hit dogs holler. Say it like that. A lot of times we'll say, I want a woman who's attractive, has a sense of humor, intelligent, stays in shape, is more humble than flashy, practical, my grandmother used to say, who's balanced, who's well-rounded, who's most importantly self-sufficient and able to self-contain and control themselves. When we start speaking about things like that, and somebody who actually has dignity and respect and integrity, when we start getting to the meat of that kind of stuff, a lot of hit dogs holler, because it's like, whoa, you can't fake your way out of a bad character. And a lot of times people get offended because of bad character. Like, even when we talk about things like, I want a woman who takes care of her body and who wears her own hair, and then girls are, oh, what do you mean? It's like, well, the hair is just an extension of how you see yourself. Like, at the end of the day, what the root of it is if you only see yourself beautiful when you have a weave or a perm, then you can't fully love yourself. So you can't expect a man to fully love you, because you won't be really accepting of it. So, but if you ask us and we tell you that, and you won't listen, like, I don't believe what you're saying, you ain't nobody. Okay. And a lot of that sometimes stems from the fact that a lot of females taught their daughters and sons to be adversarial towards men. So they take that into their teenage and adult years, and they become adversarial towards men, black men in particular, and then when those men over time do not respond or just ignore and walk away, then it's like, yeah, I told you was just like the rest of them. You're not consistent. You're not there for us. You're not gonna be this. You're not gonna be that. It's like, you're gonna realize you just can't be an asshole, and somebody's supposed to take it. Like, it's the same situation with a female when if a guy was to walk up and say, hey, bitch, how you doing, bitch? Can I get your number, bitch? Yeah, bitch, I'm talking to you, bitch. You look good, bitch. And then she's like, you know what? Bye. Y'all women always leave when y'all don't know a good thing when you see it. Like, right. So a lot of that is what's involved in it, is because we could tell y'all what we want, but there's a good portion of y'all that don't want to hear it, because you don't want to actually be what we want, and we can also tell you what we want, and a portion of y'all don't want to listen. Like, I don't believe it. Well, I will say it to you like this. There are a lot of beautiful, beautiful women, and even the beautiful ones are single and lonely. And a lot of that stems from the fact that they do not know how to get along with the opposite sex. Now, I would say, I think, and I'll make an addendum to that, which makes them look crazy, is for some odd reason, you put enough money on the table, a woman kind of falls in line. You put enough power and position on the table, a woman kind of falls in line. You could put a different race up, and a woman just kind of falls in line. Well, that's not, what a lot of guys want. Like, we wanted you to be like that to begin with. Let me get out of here. Peace.